if you guys can see that big old barracuda. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Clams. I'm Will, down here in Key West. Beautiful, beautiful day. What I'm doing today, I'm gonna make a smoked fishbone broth with some fish balls in it. And actually, yesterday, Aaron and I went out. We initially went out for some stone crab and lobster. I was hunting mainly lobster because I do not want to catch stone crab by hands like Aaron does. I just don't have the hands for it. But I only saw small lobster. So we ran home, grabbed Tipsy, the dog, and grabbed some new prototype spear guns from Koa. Those are going to be out soon. Check Aaron's channel for everything on those. And went out and shot mangroves in the shallows, which was really fun. So I got a couple of them. I'm in the process of cleaning a few up right now, and then we'll get to cooking. Dude. Oh, under everything, maybe. Going that way.
Whoa, that's where the big one is.
Oh, something just chased a bunch of bait fish. I'll be back.
I smoked a giant and it rolled and the flopper laid down and it swam off.
I have the exact same footage.
So fucking pissed.
Mine wasn't a giant though, but
Trying to get one more real quick.
What's up, Gypsy?
I had a reef shark come flying in on me.
Oh, okay, is that what that was?
Yeah.
I did on the other side too.
I was just unstringing my fish and he kept darting in on me.
Okay,
I'm literally gonna try and shoot one more real fast because I'm trying to get back and help Madeline.
Okay, I literally had that happen. The reef shark's patrolling the area. What are you doing? Come on, this way. Come on. Come on. Gypsy, you gotta get back in the boat. Come on. Come. So first things first for the smoked fish broth is obviously smoking the racks. So I got the heads, the collars, and the racks, everything on. I got my smoker pretty low. I don't want them to cook all the way through. I just want them to take on a lot of smoke. So we're gonna throw those inside. Now, one of the other important things that I did is on my mangrove snappers, I took out the gills and the guts because these are gonna go straight from the smoker into the pot to make our stock. So it's been about 2 hours. Oh. These look. Oh man. This is gonna be good. These look amazing. I can't believe how good these look. All right, get them upstairs. All right, so we're gonna make a really dense, dark broth for our smoked broth here. Now, one of the things I want to do so I have an onion, some ginger, and I want to put a little bit of a burn on those. We have 1 whole head of garlic that's going in, skins and all. 3 chilies. Now, if you open those up, they will get pretty spicy, but if you leave them just like this, they'll actually lend flavor without adding too much spice. Now I have star anise and allspice and some mixed peppercorns, some celery. How are we looking over there? All of our smoked mangrove. Alright, throw those in. Totally whole. Same for the ginger. Actually, the ginger, I'm just going to hit it with the back of the knife to kind of split it open. Drop that in. A couple shots of fish sauce. A little bit of mirin. We're going to bring this up to a boil, cover it, bring it down to a simmer, and let it simmer for at least 2 hours. I got a boil going. Now, one of the things, I put the fish sauce in there, which I thought was going to be salty enough. I tasted what's in there now. It's not quite salty, so I'm going to add a little bit of salt. And we bring this down to a simmer. Top goes on, and I'll see you in 2 hours. So I forgot one other important thing. All over the place today. A couple of bay leaves. That's okay. We're only about 15 minutes in here, so. Throw in the bay leaves. Now we'll see you in 2 hours. Okay, so now for our fish balls that we're gonna make. Normally I do this by hand, I chop them up. This time I want it really fine, so we're gonna try it in the blender. Could be a total disaster, but I think it'll be okay. I don't know if you can tell too, I'm a little sunburned. While Aaron was stone crabbing, I fell asleep on the Ginu face up. Rookie mistake. So everything else was protected except my face in the wetsuit. So if I'm a little peely and red, that's why. All right, moving on. So I have here my mangrove fillet. Maybe we'll cut them up a little bit. All right, next I got some scallions. Don't have to chop them up too fine, but just a little bit. Because sometimes if you don't chop them up, kind of like cilantro stems as well, the fiber doesn't really break up, and then you get these little kind of like plant hairs. So chop that up. Now I have garlic, which I'm actually going to grate because I don't want any chunks at all in there. I want it to be really fine, except for that chunk. Now I am going to put a little bit of mayo, some fish sauce, 1 egg, a little bit of rice vinegar, a little bit of soy sauce, and salt and pepper. So really this would be ideal in a food processor. I don't have one. The NutriBullet would have been too fine. We're gonna see how this goes. Should be all right. Just push everything down. Oh, that's perfect. It's perfect. And it smells good. That garlic. All right, one more quick turn. There we go. I was gonna add breadcrumb. I still might, when it's out, add just a little bit of breadcrumb as a binder. But for right now, it looks pretty good. I'm gonna see how they roll up and see if we even need the breadcrumb. Emptied everything out into a bowl. I got a little bit of water here for my hands. Now, I think we're good. I don't think I need any breadcrumb, which is nice because we're going to put noodles in the soup anyway. So, what I want to do is roll a bunch of these and then put them in the fridge so that they completely set. And we still have our broth going, so these have time to sit in the fridge. All right, I'm going to finish rolling these, throw them in the fridge, and then we'll get on some of the other stuff. All right, so while our broth is still going, fish balls are cooling down. We're gonna get a couple of our toppings ready for our noodle soup. There we go. These are just some sliced shiitake. You can use any mushroom. I'm just trying to cook these down a little bit. I don't necessarily want too much color on them. I mean, it's okay if they pick up a little bit of color, but for the most part, I'm just trying to cook out some of the liquid from them to just kind of condense their flavor. That actually looks good. I'll pull these off. So what I have here is some bok choy, and this you can eat raw, so you don't really have to cook it down all that much, but and it has a really nice, beautiful crunch to it, so we don't really want to compromise that. So in the same pan that the mushrooms are in, a little bit of salt, and all we're going to do is try to wilt this green just a little bit. So turn our heat up. I'm actually going to steal the lid off of our broth here, but pour in a little bit of water. Once that water cooks off, we'll pull that off. All right, water is cooked off. Pull that. Okay, so we're gonna bring this up to a boil, shut it off, throw a lid on, and then in 4.5 minutes, pull that off. We got a boil. shut it off. I know it's not the right lid, but it's the only one I could find. 5 minutes. So two sinful things happened. One, overcooked my egg a little bit, so I would do that egg about 1.5 minutes less to get a little bit more of a runny yolk. And then the other thing is, we don't have any chopsticks in the house. The other thing is that I got sunburnt on the boat. That's a sin too. But let's bite into one of these fish balls. They're not dense at all. They're super light, really fluffy, really flavorful. And with that smoky broth, let's get a spoonful of the broth. And those peppers that I put in the broth didn't make it spicy, but it gave it a really nice pepper flavor. The star anise and everything. It has a little bit of a ramen broth flavor. I'm not going to call it a ramen because it's not a traditional ramen, but whatever you want to call it, it's pretty darn good. Well, all right. Not bad for a spear mission and a couple hours of making a soup. All right, guys. If you like this episode, hit like, hit subscribe, share the channel. A lot of new people coming to the channel. Awesome. Thank you so much. And I'll see you on the next one. So I know I signed off on the video, but look who I got here.
I was like, what?
Oh, we killed Aaron.
I'm about to choke on it now. Dude.
I don't know what
I don't
I'm
know what
eating,
this
but
is.
This is good.
All
right,
white
so-
meatball.
So that is the mangrove.
Is it really?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till
the
you,
broth is unbelievable.
the smoked broth, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a fish cake.
That's exactly what it is.
So good.
It's a blended mangrove fish ball.
Wow.
Oh my god.
They're light, right?
They're good though.
Way lighter than it looks. It looked like it was gonna be like one of my chum balls, like heavy. Oh my gosh. Dude.
This is a really sexy
What is this?
egg.
Bok choy. All right. Like I said, I know that I signed off on the video, but I needed, not just my word for it, but someone else's. Because of course I'm gonna say it's good. I made it, but I like having proof that it actually is good.
Unbelievable.
All right. I'll see you on the next one.